When I reach 1, you will be in a deep sleep. 5, 4, 3, and your eyes are feeling very heavy. 2, 1, you are in a deep sleep.
All right. Good. Hey guys, it's me, Corey. Another Jenzar production movie review, and tonight we're gonna be we are my friend Dustin. There he is. He's gonna be interviewing me, ask me some questions, and I'm gonna answer you. Here we go. Tonight we saw The Fourth Kind.
The Fourth Kind.
It's now 1 o'clock in the morning. What better time to do a review? Okay, first question. Let's go. Bring it on.
What is this movie about?
Well, this movie is about. Well, it takes place in Nome, Alaska. A lot of things are going on. A lot of people are going missing, and there's a sleep disorder study being conducted by Abigail Tyler. Abigail Tyler is she's a psychologist.
Yeah.
Her husband's been murdered. A lot of mystery revolving around that, and her children are acting very odd towards her since they don't really know what's going on. Now, sleep disorder.
Sleep disorder?
The study that she's conducting is, not going very well considering everyone else is having the same kind of coincidental stories about seeing an owl. Now, this all translates into alien abduction, but they do it very well as putting it together. And it leads up to her becoming... Sorry, that's my clock. Leads up to her becoming one of the victims of what her study is potentially being haunted by. Well, not haunted, but, Next question.
So, I know a lot of recent films have been filmed in such a different way. Some people don't respect it. I mean, I think it's very
innovative.
Yeah. But how was this particular movie filmed?
Well, you got your Quarantines, you got your Paranormal Activities, you got your Cloverfields, and going all the way back to Blair Witch Project.
Right.
Now, you can watch
Old
this...
school.
Yeah, old school, the 98, I believe. Anyways, going on. I mean, how often could you just watch the same kind of movie over and over again is the question that I'm asking you. I mean, same kind of, film. Now, don't you want to see something different occasionally? Right. Now, going back to this film, which was not exactly like Paranormal Activity with the camera shaking around. It mixes between real-life reenactments and the supposed real footage of...
Documentary style. Right.
So... they did a very good job of it, I want to say, because it really, blended quite well. At first, I was kind of skeptical of how it was going to work out, but, in the end, it was really innovative because I've never seen anything like before. It was like I was watching a documentary. So that's the way I said it. They blended it very well, is what I want to say.
They did.
They went between. I like how the recordings were all real. Like I say, we don't know.
Which brings us to our next question.
Okay.
Because it did bring on that sort of real feel to it. So how did this movie and its, clips in the movie make you feel?
Like scary-wise? Well, making it real always adds a little bit more of a... When you're going for a horror-type feel, having it being real always puts that in your mind that could be possible. And that is just so much more emotional. It'll make you a lot more emotional because it has that fact that it could happen to you. And that's what really gets to you in this movie, is that it could happen. The fact that the documentary real, we don't know. I'm not going to say anything because I don't know. But, you never know. But it made me feel, it was very, it put me in the mood. I was very into it, on the edge of my seat. A couple of times we jumped.
Yeah.
One girl jumped so high she screamed.
Yeah.
Screamed loud. It was really good.
So,
next question.
All right. I know, like, in these types of movies, how they filmed them and, some of the storylines behind them, kind of like Paranormal Activity, there wasn't really big-name actors.
No.
So how was the acting in this movie?
Well, in this movie, aside from contrary towards Paranormal Activity where there's no-name actors, this actually had some
high-known,
actors. Mia Jovovich, Elias Koteas, who's been in a number of films, Will Patton, just to name a few. But they acted very well. I want to say there were some scenes that like I could tell that they were reading their lines, but overall, it was pretty good acting. It didn't draw away from the film at all.
Right.
I want to say. So that's what I have to say about the acting is that it was on par with the film.
I feel the same way.
Okay.
So, how did you feel about the ending of the movie?
The ending.
I mean,
Now-
there wasn't really an ending because it's still, it's an open,
Investigation.
and it's just still about the phenomena. But
Right.
I mean, what did you feel as to how the movie itself ended?
Well, obviously with a documentary type style, you can't really draw a lot of conclusions from a documentary considering they are only giving you the facts, which is what this movie does. It gives you the facts, and you, the viewer, are led to put them together and believe what you want to, which is how it really works. I mean, if you're looking for like a Hollywood ending, you're not going to find it here. Just like with Paranormal Activity, you're not going to find it. It is not that kind of movie. Now, going into it, I thought it was going to be like that more, but towards the movie, you start to realize this is more of like giving you the facts type film, and you got to draw your own conclusions. Now, the ending, I felt that they could have added a little more, but I'll get into that later.
All right. So next question. I know just about any movie. There's things that you like, and there's things you don't.
Of course, every movie.
Was there anything in this movie that you disliked?
Disliked. Now, there wasn't a lot that I disliked, but there was some. I felt that there was some answers that they could have, mentioned, or some questions they should have answered, is how I should say it. Obviously, this goes back to that age-old saying, it's scarier if you don't see it, or if you don't know it. But there are some scenes that I thought they could have expanded on, and they
Right.
should have answered some more questions.
Definitely.
But obviously, that's what they were going for, is that the fact that you're not supposed to know, that they don't know because it's a documentary, and they don't know all the facts. So obviously, it's in the air on that one. So you could really go either way.
Right.
That's all I have to
So-
say.
Based on all what you've seen, what is your overall rating of this movie?
An overall rating on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, I'm gonna have to give it a 7.
7?
A 7. It was good, great, or not great, but a great or good,
Solid
movie to go see if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Second opinion, 10 being the best.
I'd give it, for the the suspense and all it gave you there. I'd give it an 8, maybe an 8.5.
Okay.
Higher rating.
Okay.
So with the rating that you gave, would you recommend it to, anyone who was looking to see it or wasn't sure?
Well, a 7 in my book is a solid movie that everyone should enjoy, and I do recommend go seeing it in the theater. I mean, obviously $10 is a lot nowadays.
$10.75.
$10.75, kind of outrageous, but
Personally, I'll just say that's freaking ridiculous.
it's freaking ridiculous.
But
But hey, what else are you gonna see? What's out nowadays? You probably already saw Paranormal Activity. You want to go see the Christmas Carol? What was it? The 10th remake of it? I mean, how many times can you see that movie? A lot of vampire movies are coming out in the previews. Not much coming
about
up. that
20 of them.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Not much I can say in the future that I want to see, except I want to see Shutter Island and perhaps the Book of Eli. I think we saw that movie. Believe. All right. I'm Corey Moquin. This is Dustin Petrucci. This is another Jenzar production movie review. We'll see you next time. Probably the Shutter Island, which is off. So
Word up.
see you later.